sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a compelling matchup here, as it'll be our visitors.
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watch some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise, and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. Here's Jackson. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
All right.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
All right.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
All right.
Stroud looking to throw. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
A gain of 12. Result is a 1st down.
On the quick, right?
Stroud. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. And they'll get this down to the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go. Tony.
Now Stroud. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Charbonnet will take it in. Touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll start out here with the option left. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be an 11-yard pickup. He does it himself, and it brings up second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with third down looming. Darnold a sneak. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A give up the middle to Gibson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or they're starting to look like a good offensive football team.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
We go set.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll begin here with a run to Charbonnet. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Whitfield. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move him down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he's got it. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Visitors 14.
That time a 6-play drive. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Tyler Luke set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
It's a
14 yards that time for number 14.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Darnold. And that is incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Here's Darnold. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Oh, right.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. Tyrell Dodson, the one to bring him down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. Open man is Ibuka.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
This is caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Oronde Gadsden.
A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time.
Tyler Luke set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next.
Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it.
It's going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for a first down. First and 10.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll run it here with Charbonnet. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Stroud working out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now run by Charbonnet. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Here we go.
Here's a give up the middle. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. And his kick here is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. Now a second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They need 2. Here's third down.
Here we go, set.
Throwing again is Darnold. And that one too wide and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
And with a 24-0 lead already in hand, really no reason to try to do anything too crazy here. That's caught inside the 20. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for post-game because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's not the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the carry, Charbonnet. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Brought down on the play by Chance Campbell. 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
70 Lions.
Now Zappi. And that is incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Ready, ready, ready. Go, 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Yellow, 22.
To the air is Rattler. Got him in. It's Tyquan Thornton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes
under pressure, and they get to him again. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Fuller, that got in there to bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 26.
Zappe back to throw. He rifles complete. Top on Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. Result is a
Zappe from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Rocco 80.
And Zappe to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Zappe. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So, you know, the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
From the gun, here's Rattler. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Black, 95. Set.
Rattler wants to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
And 7 yards to go.
Here's Zappe. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 54 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
First down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go now. Black 40.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready, ready. 45.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Antonio Johnson makes the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Rattler.
Oh, what a move. Wow, incredible.
Miss.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, go. Red 38. Hut.
Here's Rattler.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
First and 10.
15 yards on the play, first down.
Set.
Throwing is Rattler.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven.
Okay,
defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Darrell Taylor
Able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
The throw-out run going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Blue, 32.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. He'll try to do it himself.
They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And he stopped immediately there.
He's tackled at
Benjamin St. Juste there on the stop.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. A run now with Charbonnet. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
A gain of 18 on the play. Result is a 1st down.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Now 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Set. Hut, hut.
Motion.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he gets this to Thornton.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Dances by him. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.